Hey there, Gators. Mr. Mork back here with you today. For our activity this week, I have 4 t-shirts. 4 t-shirts. If you have a piece of rope or string, if you have a jump rope at home, we're just going to be using these to make some markings on the floor. So at one point, I'll use a couple of them to make a V shape on the floor, and another time I'll use these to make a square. That's why I have four sides of a square. But if you just have like a piece of string, or if you have some ropes, or if you don't have any of that stuff and you just want to pretend, that is okay as well. I think that you can manage just fine personally. So that's up to you. I'm going to use these though because it's nice to have a little marking on the floor to know where I'm at and what I'm supposed to be doing. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it today. We're gonna be doing a bit of jumping. We're gonna jump around a little bit, and we're gonna work through some other locomotor skills. So some bear walks and stuff like that. So we're gonna kind of practice with some variations on a few of those things. Okay. So first things first, we're gonna have a little more active day, a little more intense day today than we've had in the past. So we're just gonna go ahead and get started with a nice little warm up. I'm just gonna start by walking in place for my warm up. So start right here. Opposite arm, opposite leg. When I walk, I'm just walking in my spot. I like to have a little bounce in my step when I'm doing my jam. So here I am doing my walking. And let's go ahead and turn that walk up a little bit just into a slow jog. So I'm going to jog in place. When I jog, I bend my elbows. My elbows are here, right? Swing my arm from my shoulder. Shoulders are here. The difference between a walk and not a walk is that when we're walking, one foot is always in contact with the ground. And when I jog, at some point in time, my whole body comes off the ground. So when you're jogging in place, make sure that if you just are kind of doing this, if you have one hand on the, or one foot, I should say, on the ground the whole time, that's still a walk. So let's just get off the ground a little bit, little pep in our step. Nice job. And freeze right there. Good work, Gators. All right, cool. I'm just going to start by hugging a knee up and into my chest. One leg up. And we can do that in place. I like to get up on my toe of my other foot. Just squeeze it in. Make sure, friends, that you're grabbing your knee and not up on your shin. If we're grabbing low, we're really pulling on that knee, and it can be really hard on that knee joint. So make sure you're grabbing like your kneecap and your knee, and you're not squishing your knee together, but you're hugging your leg up and in towards your chest. And freeze right there, time. Nice. Standing perfectly still and tall, bring one leg up in front of you, waist high, then move it out and set it back down next to your foot. Let's do the other leg. Lift it up, out, and down. Called open the gate. Imagine it's a gate. We're opening up a gate. So alternating legs, lift it up, swing it out and around, up, out, and around, opening the gate. Last one. Time. All right, next one, we're going to do kind of the opposite. It's called closing the gate. So we've done a little bit of this before, but we start by bringing our leg out and then into the center and back down to the ground. Out to the center. And so the opposite motion of what we just did, closing the gate. In 3, 2, 1. Time right there. Nice job. All right, so next we're going to go into some slow motion burpees. We've done these a little bit before. We start with our feet about shoulder width apart, flat to the floor. Squat down nice and far until you can put your hands down, your feet stay flat. Once your hands go down, walk those hands out to a push-up position. Then walk them back to a nice low squat and stand on up. Let's do another one. Squat down, walk those hands out, walk those hands back. Stand on up, that's 2. Let's go for 3. Walk those hands out. Walk those hands back. Stand on up. And we'll go for 4. Squat down. Walk out. Walk back. Stand up. And let's keep going for number 5. Six, let's keep going. And back. And we'll do 2 more for a total of 8. So squat down for number 7. Walk those hands out. Walk those hands back. Up for 7. Last one, squat down. Walk those hands out. Walk those hands back. Stand on up. There's number 8. All right, nice job. Shake out those legs. Feeling good. Starting to get warmed up. Next one we're going to do is called the Spider-Man stretch. Okay, so we start in a plank position. Step that foot up to the outside. Reach up to the ceiling. And we'll alternate. This one's tough, and I understand that. But let's just keep working on it. And the only way to get better at stuff is to continue to work on it. So I really like this stretch. It's a good warm-up activity. And so let's just knock out 6 total, okay? 3 per side, 6 total, and then we'll move on to our next warm-up activity, okay? So plank position we go. Very good. I'm going to step up. My foot comes to the outside of my hands. My back knee sets on the ground. Both hands reach up to the ceiling. Big stretch. Back down to the ground. Step your knee up. Foot back, and then same thing on the other side. So foot comes to the outside of your hand, place the knee down, reach up to the ceiling, back down to the ground, foot comes back. There's 2, here's 3. Reach up, hands come down, knee up, foot back, and let's go for 4. Step that foot to the outside, place your knee down, reach up, hands come back. There's 4. Step back to your plank. Right foot comes up. Knee sets down. Reach those hands up. Hands back down. Knee comes up. Foot goes back. Last one. Step that foot up. Place your knee down. Hands come back. Knee comes up. Back to that plank position. I'm just going to walk my feet up. For a nice little stretch. Nice job, everybody. Good work. All right, next thing up, let's get our kind of core, our midsection warmed up with some rotations. So I'm going to come down onto my all fours, knee below my hip, wrist below my shoulder. I'm going to put one hand on the back of my head. I'm just going to rotate down, touch my elbow to that wrist, and come right back up. Let's do 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and let's switch sides. Other hand on the back of your head. Rotate your elbow down to your wrist for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Nice job, everybody. Cool. I'm going to stay on my knees, just keeping my knees together. Both hands are going to come back on to the back of my head. Rotate back one way as far as you can. Come back to the center and pause. Rotate the other way as far as you can. Back to the center and pause. That's 1. Let's do 10 here as well. 2, pause. 2, 3, pause. 3, 4, pause. 4, 5, pause. 5, 6, pause. 6, 7, pause. 7, 8, pause. 8, 9, pause. 9, 10, pause. 10. Nice job, Gators. It's the end of our warm-up, so now is the best time for a drink. If you need it, go ahead and pause the video if you have to. Find your water bottle, get a drink of water, and meet me back here, and then we'll get started. All right, welcome back. So for right now, I do have my my t-shirts at the ready. We won't need them for a little while, so just have them off to the side, okay? And then I've got my notes here to work off of. Gotta have good notes, right? Okay, so we're gonna work for 30 seconds on with our jumping, and then 30 seconds on with our various activities that we're gonna do in between, okay? So we're gonna start with our feet together. So we're jumping feet close together. So you can imagine maybe that you got a jump rope, and we're just gonna kind of like jump with our feet close together, okay? So 30 seconds on your mark, get set, and go. You can jump as fast or slow as is comfortable for you. Just a nice 2-footed hop. Your feet are together, jumping and landing on your feet at the same time. 10 seconds left, Gators. And time. All right. Good job. Next thing then, what we're going to try is called the bear balance. Okay, so we're going to go into a bear walk position. Okay, so when I do a bear walk, my feet are on the floor, my hands are on the floor. And what I'd like you to try doing is just a bear balance. So when I do a bear walk, a lot of times I'm lifting up one hand and one foot, the opposite foot, and making a step forward. But instead of going forward, just lift those legs up and balance. So opposite foot, opposite hand, opposite foot, opposite hand. Okay, and we're going to be working with that for 30 seconds. Okay, so take a little break in case you're working with me. Okay, and then for the next 30 seconds, working on bear balance. You ready? Set, and here we go. So, as is comfortable for you, lift up one and the other, and just keep working back and forth. Keeping your balance, staying in one spot, almost like you're doing a bear walk, but we're not actually walking. We're just working on our balance. Opposite foot, opposite hand. Take your time, move at your pace. And time right there. Good job. Nice. All right. Back up on our feet. This time, we're going to be hopping on one foot. Okay. Good to you. Let's do 30 seconds on one foot. We'll do 30 seconds on another, and then we'll do our next activity, okay? On your mark. Get set. And here we go. So hopping on one foot, you can pretend that you're still jumping rope. And just stick with that foot, and we'll switch in a little bit. If you need to take a break and pause, that's okay. You can take a break, you can pause, and then just get right back into it when you're ready, because the clock is running. Just 10 seconds left on this leg. Time. Nice job. Pause right there. Whew. Okay, shake it out, and we'll switch legs. We're going to do 1 foot hop on our other leg. Are you ready? On your mark. Get set. Here we go. 10 seconds left. 2, 1, and time. Nice job, Gators. Nice job. All right, cool. So, next thing, we just did our bear balance. So let's turn that bear balance into a bear walk. I'm just going to walk in kind of circles here. Depending on what kind of space you have, maybe you'll just do the same kind of spin in circles one way or the other. Totally up to you. But 30 seconds of a bear walk. Are you ready? Here we go. Remember a bear walk? Our hands and our feet are on the ground, right? Hands and feet. All right, here we go. On your mark. Get set. And here we go. So I'm just going to do my bear walk in a circle. Go one way and maybe do a figure 8 and turn the other way. Figure 8's kind of nice because we get to go both right and left. So figure 8, you're kind of walking like you're making the number 8 in a nice bear walk position. And time. Nice job. Cool. All right. So this time I'm going to use one of my t-shirts. I'm just going to kind of fold it into a line here just to give myself a visual, give myself something to look at. Okay. And so this time we're going to jump forwards and then backwards, over our line. Let's try to keep those feet together. You saw I lost my balance. So I'm keeping my feet together, jumping forwards, jumping backwards, and I've got my t-shirt here for a line. If you just want to use an imaginary line, perfectly fine as well, okay? Alrighty, here we go. Forwards and backwards, 30 seconds on your mark. Get set and go. Work as fast or as slow as is comfortable for you. Focus on what you're doing. More than welcome to look down to make sure you're not going to jump on your line, and you can work faster or slower, whatever works for you. Forwards and backwards. 5 seconds left. Time. Nice job, gang. Cool. Awesome. So we just did a bear walk after our bear balance. Now what we're going to do is called a bear squat. So I'll be in a bear position. Then I'm going to squat my knees down like this. And then I'm going to jump up, squat, and jump up. Okay, so like a bear squat is what we'll call that for 30 seconds. Okay, you guys ready? On your mark, get set, and here we go. So our bear position, squat down, and then jump up. Squat down and jump up. And again, you can work as fast or as slow. Make sure you're not jumping super duper big because we don't want you to flip over. Keep going, keep going. 3 seconds left. Whew, time. I feel that one in my legs. That's a good one. Okay, so that time we did front to back over our line. I'm going to bring my line back. I'm going to put it this way this time. And this time, I'm going to jump side to side. Okay, so before I was going forwards and backwards. Now I'll be going to one side and the other, sideways. Okay, on your mark, get set, and here we go. Side to side jumps, as fast or as slow as is comfortable for you. You can look down is perfectly fine. See what you're doing. Keep those feet together, knees together. We're jumping off both feet and landing on both feet at the same time. 5 seconds left, gang. Keep it up. Time. Nice work, Gators. All right. So this last one we're going to do in the bear sequence. We'll be back in our bear position, and it's called a bear dog. Now, it's a variation of a maneuver called a bird dog. The bird dog, we're on all fours and we're extending opposite hand and leg. So kind of like the bear balance, but instead of just lifting up, we're extending forward and back, forward and back. So this is the bird dog. And if this one is plenty, you can stay right here and do your bird dogs with us. If you want to make it a little harder, you can bring those knees up off the ground, get back into your bear position, and turn it into a bear dog, where we're doing the same thing, but we just have our knees off the ground. Okay? So you got to choose what's right for you, bird dog or bear dog, and follow along. 30 seconds, keep your balance, find your pace, work at your speed, okay? All right, on your mark, get set, and go. Here we go. I'm going to work from the bear position. Opposite foot, opposite leg. Keep your balance. Find your speed. Doesn't have to be super fast. Be in control. And time. Good job, everyone. That's a toughie. That's a toughie. All right, cool. So this time, next jumping exercise, we're going to alternate with our feet landing apart and together. Apart and together. It's kind of like half of a jumping jack. Apart, together. So if you want to do a jumping jack and get your arms involved, totally cool. If you just want to do apart and together, totally cool too. Okay, 30 seconds, your choice. Jumping jack or just apart and together. On your mark, get set, and go. I'm going to do a whole jumping jack. I like getting more of my muscles involved as often as I can. And you can go fast or slow, totally up to you. Whatever pace is right for you is perfect. 10 seconds left, Gators. Time. Nice work there. All right, the next one. We're doing a lot of jumping, and so there's no jump involved here. But what I'd like you to do is we're just going to spend 30 seconds in a deep froggy position, okay? So if I'm doing frog hops, I squat way down, my hands are on the ground, and I'm kind of hopping like this. What I'd like you to do is just get in the froggy position, squat nice and low, back stays straight, heels and feet are flat to the floor, and you can have your hands down if you want. It's totally fine, but just a nice deep squat froggy position, okay? Okay, if you're practicing, stand up, check it out a little bit, okay? We're going to hold that for 30 seconds. If you have to take a break, that's fine. Take a break, but really focus on keeping your feet flat and your back straight and keeping in a nice froggy position. You ready? On your mark, get set. Here we go. Froggy positions. Nice deep squat. Foot's flat. Hands can touch the ground. Back stays straight, like you can look around. If you're a frog, you need to see the birds coming, right? Oh no, get away. And if the bird comes, then we got to do our hopping. But for right now, we're just practicing that nice, deep, froggy position. 8 seconds left. 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Nice work. Good work. Okay, so the last jumping one we did, we went out and in. This one, we're actually going to cross our feet. Okay, so I'm going to start with my feet out. I'm going to cross. So right now my right foot is over my left foot, which is behind. Then I'm going to jump out and cross. Now my left foot is in front and my right foot is behind. Out. And I'll alternate right in front, out, left in front. So a crisscross jump, okay? Sound good? Cool. 30 seconds on your mark. Get set. And I'm going to start out. Ready? Go. Right in front, left in front. Crisscross jumps. Move as fast or as slow This is good for you. 10 seconds left. Time. Good, 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 good. Alrighty. So we did a lot of stuff in the bear position so far today. Let's work a little bit in the opposite direction. So now I'm going to have a seat. My feet are flat, knees are bent, my seat is on the ground. I'm going to put my hands behind me with my fingers facing towards my toes, okay? Then I'm going to press my hips up in the air and make a nice flat tabletop position or a crab position, okay? And then what we're going to do from here for our 30 seconds is crab balance. So the same thing we did with our bear balance, opposite foot, opposite hand. Try to keep those hips up and just balance on a hand and a foot, opposite hand, opposite foot. Okay, so crab balance. You guys ready? On your mark, get set, here we go. And time. Nice job, Gators. Okay. So here now I'm going to need 2 of my shirts and I'm going to place them like the letter V. Okay, so I got 2 shirts and they're placed like the letter V. I'm going to start the narrow end where they come together and jump across. And then turn and jump across. And I'm slowly going to work towards the wide end. Okay, and if you're using t-shirts and it's not long enough, we do have 4. You're more than welcome to use another t-shirt and extend your V a little further if you need to make it a little more challenging for yourself. That is up to you. So this would be a way to use our 4 shirts if you need to make your V a little bit bigger, okay? But we're going to start on the narrow end and jump to the wider end. All right, 30 seconds. We're jumping off both feet and landing on both and turning around and working to the wide end, okay? All righty, on your mark, get set, here we go. Once you get to the wide end, start working your way back down to the narrow end. 10 seconds left. And time. Nice job, Gators. Alrighty, so we did a crab balance. Now, let's do a crab walk. Okay, similar to what we did before. I'm going to do a figure 8. I'm always going to move forward, meaning that I can look where I'm going. So my feet are going to lead. I'm in my crab position, and I'm always going to walk so that I can see where I'm going. Okay, I'm going to do mine in a figure 8 again as well. Alrighty, on your mark, get set. Here we go. Try to keep your hips up as high as you can. And time. All right. So for this one, what I'd like you to do is sort of like the bear walk, but just with 3 legs, the hurt puppy. Okay, so I'm going to have 2 hands down and 1 hand up. That's our hurt puppy walk. And we're going to just kind of keep working that way. I know it's tough at the end of our workout here, but do your best, take your time, okay? And even if you just need to kind of stay in one spot and hold one leg up, that's totally fine. If you can move around, it's kind of fun too. So I'm going to keep one leg up the whole time. So I'm going to choose my right leg, and I'm going to keep my right leg up. Next time we stop, we'll do the other leg, okay? Alrighty, on your mark, get set, here we go. So hurt puppy position, 2 hands down, 1 foot, and I'm just going to kind of cruise around. Might still do my same figure 8 kind of position. Nice and easy. Take your time. Do what's right for you. 6 seconds left. Time. Nice. Alrighty. So for the next jumping exercise we got, we're going to use our shirts to make a square. Okay? And we're going to do like a hopscotch jump through our square. So I'm going to start with 2 feet, then 1 and 2. I'll turn around, 2 feet, and then I'm going to jump into the other leg in 2. So when I came across this time, off of 2, landing on my left, landing on 2, turn around, jumping off 2, landing on my right, landing on 2. Okay, in and out of our square with a hopscotch style alternating leg jump. Okay, alrighty, on your mark, get set, here we go. In with 1, right leg, left. Off 2, land on 1. Off 2, land on 1. Alternate that leg. And time. Okay. I'm just going to move my equipment to the side. Cool. And now your other leg comes up. I'm going to lift up my left leg for that hurt puppy on the other side. Ready? On your mark. Get set. Here we go. And time. Nice job, Gators. All right, last jumping one. Are you ready? We're going to jump and spin so that we face the opposite direction, right? So if I start facing this way, I'm going to jump off 2 legs and turn so I face the other way. Then I'm going to jump back. Okay, so I'm only going to turn one way and the other. I'm not going to turn all the way around. And similar, I'm not going to continue turning in the same direction. Otherwise, if I'm always turning to my right, then my other way doesn't get work. So I'm going to start facing one way, jump and turn to my right, and then I'm coming back the same way, jumping and turning to my left. Okay? All right, so jump and face the opposite direction. On your mark, get set. Here we go. Time. Nice job, gang. Now would be the best time to get yourself a quick drink of water and meet me back for a real fast cool down. All right, here we go. So let's go ahead and get into that cool down then. I'm just going to have a seat on the floor real quick, straddle those legs wide, walk those fingers forward. And relax. One leg in and one leg out. Good. Switch other way. Bring both feet in for a butterfly. Stand on up. Go ahead and grab one ankle. Keep those knees together. Foot stays right behind your seat for a quad stretch. And switch legs. Good. Say stop with one hand. Bring that arm across your body and hug it in. And relax. Say stop with your other hand. Bring your arm across your body and hug it in. And relax. Pat yourself on the back with one hand. Grab that elbow and pull over a little further. And relax. And let's switch. Pat yourself on the back with your other hand. Grab that elbow, pull it over. And relax. Clasp your hands together behind your back. Look up towards the ceiling and lift your arms behind you. And switch. Clasp your hands in front. Stretch out those muscles in your upper back. And relax. Nice job, Gators. All right, I hope you have fun with that one. We'll see you next week. And let me know if you have any questions and let me know your successes. Let me know how it went. All right, take care, guys. We'll see you next time.